Hi. Um,
Hi, I'm Danny.
Hi, I'm Billy,
Hi, I'm Russell.
and we are going to talk about the topic of food today. I am the leader of this group. Okay, so let's just briefly share about what have you eaten in dinner yesterday.
Yesterday, uh, I ate chicken. 槟榔怎么讲
Chicken, sorry, chicken what? Cookie?
Chicken dinner box.
Dinner box. Okay.
Yeah, and yeah, that's really good to eat.
Okay. So it's about like like lunchbox or something. What's in it? What's something
It had
in the ingredient?
rice, vegetables,
Okay.
and fried chicken. Yeah, and that is I ate in a restaurant in 便当街
Okay.
called 咕乐猪.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, what about you, Russell?
Oh, and after the course and approximately 5 o'clock, and I think I have noodles with my friends. Yes, with
Okay.
my roommates. And the noodles has some beef, has some meat in it, and there's some tofu in it,
Okay.
and there's some vegetables in it. Yes, but I think it is a little bit not much to feed my. Yes, I still feel a little bit hungry after I finish that bowl of noodles.
Okay.
Yes, so after I ate that noodles, and I also buy a bread in a convenience store.
As
Yes.
a dessert.
Yes, as a dessert,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I still feel hungry. Yes,
How much does it cost?
the bread or the noodles.
The noodles.
The noodles. It was $70.
$70.
Yes.
In which shop? In which store? In
In
which
which store?
restaurant?
Um, After you leave the gate of the school,
Okay.
you walk straight approximately 5 minutes.
Mm.
Yes, and
Huh.
there is a beef noodle store.
Oh,
Yes.
so is it called Changsen?
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
okay.
it is called Changxi.
But I thought
Yes.
that the contents, the amount of their food is it's fairly enough. I heard that because
Have you ever walked into it and
yeah several times. Right.
so what do you think about their size or their meals?
Well, I think it's quite economic because the size is big, and it cost me just a little bit amount of money. And it also tastes good.
Oddly enough, you believe that the size is not big enough.
Yes.
Like after you eating it, you are still not full. But
Yes.
you said it was the size is quite enough.
Mm-hmm.
Quite interesting. Actually, I have never been to there before. Maybe I will try to give it a try sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it was the name of the restaurant has actually changed and recently.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
it's originally called some 牛师傅 or something. 牛师傅.
Yes,
Right?
master.
Master Niu,
Ox.
Master
Master
Ox.
Yes, it was called
Okay,
Master.
maybe
Yeah.
it's a female ox. It's a cow. Maybe it's master cow.
So, how about you, Billy? What did you have in your
Well,
dinner?
okay.
Yes.
Well, yesterday I have a quite hectic schedule, which means
You don't have-
I got busy day.
you don't have much time to eat.
Yeah. So when my classes ended in 3 p.m. yesterday, and after that I came back to home, the dorm where we live together, and I briefly checked about because I have classes after in 5:30 yesterday, and I have to teach the kids.
You have a tutor job.
Not tutor. I recently got a job in a cram school,
Uh-huh.
and I have to do performance on stage, which
Oh.
means
Oh.
I got a class and I have to teach them for like 4 students and for 1.5 hour. Okay, so it starts at 5:30. So after I prepare for that, I think I have just 30 minutes left for my dinner time.
You only have 15 minutes to eat your
30
dinner.
minutes.
30
30 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah. So otherwise I will be late. So I just eat the instant noodles.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. And after that, I just got up from work, which is 7 o'clock, and I do the job in the student assembly, which is the reveal of the poll of the new
next
next
generation
generation
of
of the president and vice president.
Mhm.
And after doing that, I went to 秘制烧烤
to have your
to have my nice supper. Yeah, and meanwhile, I got a call from my friend, the friend, and she asked me to, be with her because she's at 全家. So we bought something together, and we had it in the first floor of her apartment. I mean, and outside of the, we sit on the motorcycle beside.
Wait. Our topic is about food.
Okay.
Our topic
Yeah,
is about
and we
food.
had the 秘制烧烤. I got my 秘制烧烤, and she had her bread.
Do you think the barbecue there is economical? Like for
It
instance,
depends.
yeah, like you may have to it may cost you how much?
Well, I bought it in like about $70.
$70
Yeah.
for how many
How much did you buy? Yes, how much?
How
did you
much?
buy?
How much? You mean how much food?
Yes.
yeah
I bought a cucumber and some like for instance the cake of
cake? You can buy cake?
no. It's not the cake of dessert. It's like cake
block
of
cake.
Yeah. And not block cake. I don't eat block. I'm a Christian. Well, the cake for potato.
It is made from
Oh.
fish. Made by fish.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay,
And
yeah.
because I don't know the English quite exactly well. And also I bought something. I bought the some products of beans. Like beans like dongan.
Oh.
Yeah, something like that. And also I bought one sausage, which cost me the most because it cost about $20 to eat that Japanese steak.
So, do you feel satisfied after finish that meal?
Yes, of course, because the sauce is
Yeah, it tastes
extremely
really good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, how much did you guys spend on meals for a day?
Well, it depends.
I mean, like average.
Average.
I think for me, I spend approximately about $200
Okay.
one day for my
Yes.
meals. For example, for my breakfast, because sometimes I sleep too late.
So you skip the breakfast.
So I may skip the breakfast.
Uh-huh.
Yes, but if I wake up early, I will have breakfast. And the
Okay.
breakfast sometimes costs me about $70 to $80.
$70 to $80.
Yes, and if I have breakfast, sometimes I have a little bit for lunch, because at lunch I might don't feel that kind of hungry
Yeah.
to eat something.
After you
Yes.
finish a big breakfast, you
Mhm.
cannot have enough stomach for the lunch, right?
Yes, I think my stomach is not that big. Yes, so
Yeah.
I might buy a bread or milk for my lunch.
Yeah.
And for the dinner, I think I might I spend about $80 for dinner.
Okay.
So I think plus this.
Overall.
Yes, overall, I think that is about $200.
$200.
Dollars.
That's quite normal.
What about you?
How about you?
Well, it depends.
Depends.
If I want,
So let's say,
Okay.
if you today you don't have enough budget, so
Oh,
what
well, if I don't have budget, then I'll eat nothing. But
Really?
my
for whole day?
Yeah, but my instant noodles and eggs that I brought from my house.
Like
Yeah.
for take instant noodles for example, it may cost you about $10.
No, because
or
the instant noodles are brought from my hometown.
oh,
So it's free.
it's
For
free.
me. Well,
Your parents bought it for you.
yeah. So my parents would take charge of it. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that.
So it literally cost you nothing.
Yeah.
So, and now let's say you have enough budget.
Well-
How would you spend it?
About 600 to 800.
A day?
Yeah, a day.
A day? How?
Yeah.
Explain it.
Okay. Well, let's look at some, some reports of this month.
Yeah, I'm very curious about how can you spend 600 to 800 a day for food.
Well, for drinks, I will like to drink every meal of my.
Oh,
of my-
you have drink
I'll have drinks.
in every meal.
Yeah, so it's not just normal drinks. Like something bought from the shop. Okay.
Yeah, I
So
know
it
that.
cost me about $100 to $150
$150
for
like
for
you
4
have
meals.
3 cups
Or
of
4 meals.
food.
The nice offer must include it.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
So for only for drinks, it may cost you about
Let's say
over
200.
over 100, 200.
Yeah, let's say
Okay.
$200.
Let's say 200. So
Yeah.
what about others?
Others
other
will,
things.
in every meal it costs me about $200. So it's about
$200 for every meal.
well.
What do you
no.
eat?
Yeah, what did you eat? You ate
You
steak
live
every
in Zhanghua,
day?
not in Taipei.
Yes.
Well, I live in Zhanghua, but I have a lifestyle of Taipei. But I'm actually not from Taipei.
Well, actually, I believe that if you live in Taipei, it will cost you more.
Yeah, exactly.
So how about you, Danny? How much do you spend every day on meal?
Like you, about 200. Sometimes a little bit more.
A bit more.
Like I often skip the breakfast.
Yes.
So I save the budget for breakfast to the lunch. And for lunch, I often go to the to buy a lunch box,
Okay.
which will cost me about $70 to $80.
Yes.
And for dinner, sometimes I will want to eat a little bit better. So I will order one more serve of the meat,
Okay.
Mhm.
and it will cost me about $115 in the Xinhuacun.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you
So-
bought two dinner boxes.
Yeah, and I don't drink drinks,
Okay. You don't.
so
Okay.
it will cost me about like 80 plus 115,
Mm-hmm.
around 195. And sometimes I will have a dessert, a bread or something, and it
Okay.
will over 200. That is the average of my everyday meals.
Okay, so I have a question here.
Mm-hmm.
When you are running out of time, how will you choose to eat? Yes.
Running out of time.
Yes, when you are running out of time,
Something from the.
Sometimes I just skip it.
just give it.
Yeah.
You think that's the best choice?
Yeah, I will, like for instance, every Wednesday and Friday I have to work after class.
Mm-hmm.
And especially on Wednesday,
Mhm.
our class dismissed at
5:30.
5,
Okay. 5.
and I have to go to the place to work
Yeah.
at 5:30. Then I don't
Nice.
have time to eat. Then I just skip it, and after I finish the work, I will go to a convenience store to grab something to eat.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how about Billy?
Well, I think I will also just skip it because I also have worked in the primary school. So if I don't have enough time, well,
Yes.
let's say less than 30 minutes, then I would eat nothing because oftentimes in the rush hours, which means 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock p.m., there's a huge amount of traffic jams. There's congestion on the road, which makes me, I need to save more time for the
For-
traffic.
Yeah.
So
I understand that.
Yeah, I'll just skip that.
So you guys prefer to save time?
Just give it the meal.
Just give it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think in my situations, I think if I feel really, really hungry,
Mm-hmm.
I think I would just like Danny. grab something at a convenience store.
Mm-hmm.
But that I think that is not content too much, because too much might have because I in the running out of time, and I think I don't have not much mood for me to eat to enjoy the meal. So I also think I will grab a bread or some sandwich, yes, or some rice bowl, yes, to save the time. One thing is to save the time, and another thing is to make me not
Not
much
to
feel
starve.
hungry. Yes, it's to make me feel starved.
If you have a difficult task to finish, a
Yes.
hungry stomach is always one of the biggest obstacles, I believe.
Well,
Yes.
I'm not agree with that.
So you often work without your with your stomach is empty.
Well, I think because when you are eating too much, or I think when you just finish eating, a sense of satisfying will comes into your mind, which makes you become lazier in the work.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. What I mean is that you cannot be starving to finish difficult work. Like your brain needs sugar to work, right?
Okay.
So yeah, you are right. You cannot work with your stomach too full, but you cannot either work with your stomach empty.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That also influence how you work and the efficiency of your working.
Yes.
Yes, I think that is also important to consume some food sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes. So last week is the spring break. Did you guys eat out with your family to have some delicacy?
Yeah. We went to a hot pot restaurant and enjoyed a really good meal. Like I don't know how to describe it well, but overall, the meat is genuine,
It's not combined.
not artificial one,
Yeah, artificial, right?
and the vegetables are fresh,
Okay.
Yes.
and the soup is not very salt, not
Okay.
very oil. It's good enough for me. Yeah, my comments is that. So, yeah, I enjoy that meal. Yeah.
How about Billy?
Oh, come on, that's a disaster.
Oh, wow.
Well,
How
oftentimes after the June sweeping activity, and me and my family will go to some restaurants to enjoy the lunch, and I don't know which aunts or which relatives choose that restaurant, which is a vegetarian restaurant, which is nice because I'm not discriminate about vegans. However, it's Buddha based, which means there are some well that's not a problem. The food of them is actually quite oily because
I understand.
yeah
Because vegetarian food are, I mean, if you cannot cook, with meat, then it may not taste as well as the
actual meat.
So they have to add many things in it to approach that taste.
Yeah, and some artificial things and some sauces, which make me quite thirsty.
I understand.
And most, unfortunately, they don't have cold water. They just have hot water.
Yes, they have hot tea or hot water in the vegetarian restaurant. I understand that. Actually in my hometown there were several vegetarian restaurants, and some of them are good enough, but some of them are just like you described.
Yeah.
So I understand your feeling.
That's not good. So I will never come. And most family is it's located in the middle of the mountain.
The middle of the mountain.
Yeah. So I need to drive my relatives to the place.
You were the driver.
Yeah, I'm the driver.
Oh, that's not cool.
But which is good because it trains me how to drive in the in the mountains.
Yes.
Yeah.
has a kind of great experience to drive, but a terrible experience
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
enjoy the
I spent
vegetarian
all of my
food.
life driving to your place, and you give me such things to eat.
So it is
Yeah.
too salty and it is not approach to your
Yeah,
taste.
yeah. I don't like
Maybe
that.
next time you can try to give your opinion about which restaurant to choose.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we are old enough to provide the opinion or the choice to choose a place to
Yeah.
where
As
we
a
can
human.
eat.
Yeah, after all, you are the driver
Yeah.
now.
They don't drive.
A grown-up
You
person.
can drive to
and-
wherever you want to eat.
Yeah, I can drive to nowhere and place them there and just leave. No, I'm just kidding.
I'll take that as a joke.
So that's one kind of choice. Just
So,
give it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I have another question.
Okay.
Do you guys ever try to cook yourself?
Oh, no, never in China.
Never?
I don't have the
But,
instruments.
Maybe in your hometown
Sometimes.
sometimes. Or what would you
Fried egg.
fried egg?
Fried egg.
Yeah, just fried egg.
You mean
Fried
just
egg.
add some oil and
Yeah.
heat the pot?
Yeah.
and
That's
crack
the
the egg
only
in it?
Scrape the egg.
Yeah. No, I don't even know how to scramble it. I just
Scrape it.
have a flip
Or
over it. Yeah.
put the lid on the pot
Uh-huh.
and wait for it.
Right.
Just wait for it to.
And find a toast. Find some
Oh.
sauces. Yeah.
That's all?
That's
Yeah, that's all.
What about you?
me. And you know that last year, about May and June,
Mhm.
we all stay at home because of the pandemic,
Quarantine.
Okay.
COVID-19.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
my brother and I stayed at home, and we
Mhm.
have to deal with the lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes we have to cooperate with the dinner.
Okay.
And sometimes my brother cook and I cook. But my brother cook more. But I think sometimes I cook too. But I can't make that kind of delicacy or some delicious food. I just make some simple food.
Mm.
Just like dumplings is a kind of simple.
Yeah, you just have to
Dumplings.
put it in the hot water.
Yes, but you have to avoid that it may be scattered in the
Oh, yeah.
If you cook it for too
Too
long
long.
time.
Yes, and I think I have made spaghetti, but that's a simple one.
Yes,
That's a
yes.
simple one. Yes,
You
because
you made the sausage yourself or you just bought it?
I just bought it, but my brother also searched on the internet for how to
Mhm,
make
mhm.
the sauce.
Oh
more
really?
delicious.
So he made it
Yeah.
himself.
Yes, I think my brother and I try to make it more special than the authors show
So,
us.
okay.
and
What do you
others
think of the result? Is it delicious?
And we think that is good. Yes, it is to our surprise.
Compared to other restaurant, spaghetti restaurant?
I think that fit our taste. That fit our taste.
Okay.
To
Because
other
it's
people,
customized, right?
yes, it's customized.
Yeah,
yes,
by yourself.
by myself. And sometimes, but I think my brother is have better ability to cook.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he can make something cooler. And but sometimes we just put something in the pot. We didn't make something marvelous or
Yeah.
something good. Yes. So how about you, Danny?
For myself, I have a little pot which is powered by electricity,
Yes.
so I can cook in my dorm.
Mhm.
And I sometimes I go to a supermarket and just buy some vegetable in bags, just easier to wash,
Mhm.
and some meat, and add some eggs or
Mhm.
tofu, and then the instant noodle.
Oh, okay.
It
Yeah.
just made me a personal hot meal for me.
Oh,
And
okay. So
I-
it's a healthier version. Of
Yeah, healthy, but it is
Oh,
instant
instant
noodles
noodles,
actually, but it feels healthier.
Okay.
Yes. You share with your little brother.
No, I mean I do that in
Yeah.
Zhangjiang.
Oh, in Zhanghua, in
You
Zhanghua.
share that with your girl?
No, because that I can eat the whole thing
Oh,
myself.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean I just like what I have expressed.
Uh-huh.
I often skip dinner or lunch,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then I will have that kind of big personal meal for a makeup to, I was very hungry and I worked hard, and after work I cook myself a good meal
Mhm.
to
To reward yourself.
yes.
Yeah. Well, I have another question.
Yes.
What exotic food do you like? What food of other countries that you like? You like Thai food, Spanish food, American or French or Italian? Which part? Because in Taiwan we are a multicultural society, right?
Yes.
So it's available in the streets of exotic food. So which exotic foods is your favorite?
I think my favorite is Japanese food
Okay.
because I think that is mild and this is not salty.
Okay, so
Sometimes you can choose to put sauce on the sushi, but
Okay.
sometimes I don't put soy sauce on the sushi because I think if I put the soy sauce on the sushi, that might influence me to taste the original
yeah.
flavor
Yeah.
of that ingredient.
Mhm.
Yes, I think it is important to feel and enjoy the taste of the original ingredient.
Originality
Yes.
matters.
For especially Japanese, always enjoy the food without fully cooked. Right?
Mhm.
They eat it.
Like sashimi.
Sashimi.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the one.
Yes.
Do you enjoy eating sashimi?
Well, I don't enjoy eating sashimi that much, but when I was in the elementary school,
Okay.
I think I liked sashimi really much. But after I entered junior high school, I knew that sashimi may have some bugs or some
Oh, bacteria.
Bacteria.
Yes, it might have some bacteria. So I think that is not a really good choice to have a lot of
Yeah.
sashimi.
But
Yes.
maybe in Japan, the food is cleaner for those restaurants.
Yes.
Huh?
But in Taiwan, maybe you have to decide which restaurant
You
to
have
eat
to-
sashimi.
You have to refer to the Google companies before you enter that restaurant.
You have to take health into consideration. Yes.
Yeah.
So how about you then?
What's your
For
favorite?
me,
Yes.
I've I've only been to Japan before. I've never
Mhm.
been to other foreign
I mean,
countries.
in Taiwan, have you ever tasted?
Yeah.
Yes.
But actually, I have to say,
Uh-huh.
those foreign food in Taiwan are
Mhm.
actually modified to appeal Taiwanese
yeah.
taste. So that's
Right.
not
Be
actually
authentic.
yeah. But if I have to choose one, I will say I love the some of the American burgers.
Okay.
Yeah, the taste and compared to normal breakfast shop in Taiwan,
Mhm.
the American burgers are bigger
Mhm.
and they have a thick layer of the meat,
Mhm.
and I enjoy biting it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So you don't think that is too salty or too oily?
Yeah, I mean
for you?
that's it. I cannot eat that every day, you know. Just sometimes when you are when you have to celebrate something and you go with your friend
Mhm.
and enjoy that kind of food, and it is, I think I enjoy that. I can enjoy that. Yes.
Some unhealthy food is
Yeah.
acceptable when you are
But
having
but actually you
That's
can
not you.
you can choose, like for instance you can the for the meat you can choose the
Less oily one.
roast chicken
Roast chicken.
Yes,
compared
I have
compared to fried.
things.
Yeah.
fried chicken. That's
Yeah.
more healthy.
It's not. It's not.
It's also
It's
healthy.
not.
It's also more healthy.
Relatively.
Yes,
Yeah.
compared to the fried chicken.
Mhm.
So
So
roasted, yes.
So what is your
Mine, I think. Well, I like the food from Southern Eastern countries, like Thai food or Indonesian food, Malaysian food, which gives me a strange feeling of the sauces, the spices, the adding the dressings of that, which gives me a sense of a very abundant flavor, yeah,
Yes.
which is not really available here.
Yes.
Yeah, like you can eat like American or Japanese food very often here, and you can see it, but you cannot see. Well, I think there's a growing sense of those southern eastern countries' foods because of the population and the society. Yeah. So yeah, I like southern eastern food.
yeah
Right.
So you like something spicy or something more salty and
Yeah,
have more
having
flavor.
more different, diverse flavors.
Have you ever been there before?
Yes.
I've been to Thai. I've been Thailand. I've been to Malaysia before. Yeah.
So you enjoy the food there?
As long as it's clean.
Yeah, for sure. I've heard some of the news about that.
Yeah. But fortunately we had it in the restaurant, so it's
The
good.
condition is well enough.
Yeah, it's not well enough. It's just standard.
Oh,
Yeah,
standard.
yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, I think we need to finish here. So
Yes.
let's do something. Let's do something. What would you plan to do for dinner? What would you plan to eat? What are you going to eat for dinner?
You mean
today?
tonight?
Yeah, tonight. Or night supper.
Night supper.
Uh-huh.
Tonight.
Uh-huh.
Because I'm going home tonight.
you're
so
going home again.
not again.
Yeah, it's Friday. It's normal,
Yeah,
right?
it is Friday.
Mhm.
It's time to have fun in the
Mhm.
holiday. Yes, and I think
Okay.
I'm going to have some chicken rice. Is a nice choice, but it is too oil. But I think I might have some, have some my meal content with some rice, vegetables, or some
Uh-huh.
meat, something
Yeah.
like that.
Just
But
some-
not too, not too salty. Or I can accept something too oil or too salty or spicy. Yes, I like something mild flavor
Mhm.
that is unhealthy. Yeah, that is healthy too for my
Okay.
body.
Yeah.
Yes.
How about you?
Then?
For me, I maybe just go to a convenience store again
Convenience store.
Oh, you-
because I have to work tonight. And,
Oh, yeah, you gotta work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and even though it's Friday,
Mhm.
I have a midterm exam next week, so I
Okay.
have to maybe.
Save
I don't have time to cook,
yeah,
so
save some time.
just go to the convenience
Mhm.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Well, I will not eat today because today is in the commencement, in the memorial of the death of Jesus Christ.
Today?
Yeah, today.
Oh.
So we have an assembly. Yeah, so after that, I need to memory in my heart. So I don't eat. I may not eat, but if I'm too hungry, I will eat.
So when are you allowed to eat again?
After that, so maybe it's tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow.
Right.
So don't you feel hungry when you are when you-
Fasting?
Yes.
Of course, but I will pray. Try to get some strength from the supernatural powers. Yeah, when I was hungry, but it's okay. I'm not fasting for all day. I'm just fasting for one meal.
One.
Yeah, for lunch or something. Yeah.
So you must have a big dessert before that, right?
Yeah, and after that.
And after
yeah,
that.
yeah.
Sure.
Sure.
So
Okay.
So it is end of our
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
that is for our discussion about.
Yeah.
food. Yes,
Yeah.
about our food.
So I hope anyone who might be watching this, I hope you
Yes.
enjoyed it.
Enjoy that.
And thank you for watching.
Yes, good luck for midterm.
I'm Danny.
I'm Billy.
And I'm Russell.
Thank you.
Thank
See
you.
you next time.
See you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye.
If you like it, you can subscribe.